when you're doing your on-the-ground scouting, you want to explore the stuff you found on the topo maps, on your road searches, and on your satellite imagery. onX is a great tool for all that stuff. You do have to put some rubber on the dirt and go look around, and then you got to wear out a little boot leather to find some spots. It's a little early, April, still snow on the ground in northern Vermont. May, June, July are good times to go explore some stuff, although the green growth can limit what you find out. I like to look for just deer sign in general. If there are does there off the back edge of a cut, up in a little mountain valley, if you see deer tracks crossing brooks, you know you're in a good spot. Following those brooks uphill can often lead you to signpost rubs. That becomes a place you can drive to and check for a buck track when November gets here. In November, if it's bare ground, I like to get out and explore new areas when there's no snow. So I have spots to go to when the snow finally hits. It will hit. It seems to vary year to year, but you got to trust that there will be snow. You may encounter a buck at those times, and that's great if you're lucky, but you're trying to narrow down the places you're going to go when snow hits. When I get into a spot like this, a little softwood cover, some mountains in the background, some little funnels, I like to wander through there. I know there's a cut to my west. I'm going to go check out the back edge of that. So it's all about taking something that's big, the great big woods, and turning it into something manageable where you can get out there and look for tracks and dial into that one moment when you find your buck. I've wandered into the back corner of a cut here. If you're just looking for a buck to track, you just want to know what it looks like back here. There's a brook nearby, some beaver ponds, where the deer are going to move. And that there are deer here. You don't need to look for specific trails, that sort of thing. Obviously, if you find one, that's a great thing. Evidence of deer this time of year might be harder to come by than other times. It's certainly more valuable to find deer in November rather than in April. But when you get into a cut that's grown up with a bunch of whips, you want to look for little nips. And the key here for anyone who's new to this is that little extra piece that's left there. They don't have teeth on the top, and so they have to rip that apart. A snowshoe hare will bite it clean. I've seen where beavers have fed on some limbs, and those are cleanly bitten off. So look for that little pull mark, and that'll tell you a deer did that. If it's low, if it's up higher, it could be a moose. But generally, down low with that little tail, we're talking about a deer. Now you know there are deer in the back corner of this. Could probably head up that mountain over there, and in November find a bedded buck. It's nice to get out this time of year and scout around. You may locate your buck, you may see buck sign, but just learning the country, putting all the pieces together from your off-season scouting can be really beneficial. Learn the roads, learn the cuts, know where the brooks are. That way you have some place to start when you get ready to go this fall. If nothing else, if you shoot a buck in here, you know where the log landing is, you're going to be able to get them out and get a truck to it. So put some time in the woods. It's never a bad idea. Check for ticks and have fun. That's what it's all about. A deer tracker should probably have a case of wanderlust, always wanting to see what's over the next ridge and on the next mountain, always with the excuse of trying to find another buck to track, but really it's about getting out there and searching things out. When I look across a valley like this, I notice the cuts, a little softwood patch, things that make me want to go over there and see where a buck might travel. Confirm some of the stuff I might have seen on a topo map.